Paris, which is I know it's been a tough period. I know it's really been not the best period, right? But I want you to relax. Hang in there, right? Everything that has beginning definitely surely will have an end. And I want you to know that it does not rain in all season. We have how many seasons? Four. We have winter, we have spring, we have autumn, all of it. It will never rain all through. So hang in there. If they like, let them remove Black Lives Matters. Let them remove it. It is fine. They are looking for a way to get you outside, but it is not my people that they will see outside. Why? Because it is a resting period for you. They are mad that they've been doing everything to get you all outside, but you are not coming because you saw far ahead of them. You knew right from time that there will be provocations and all that. So I am saying, hang in there. If you need to run, if you need to talk to somebody, come to that comment section. Rant all you can rant. We do not judge, right? Where Black Lives Matter should be in your heart, not even on that, wherever it is. And to tell you how hard they've been trying, Charlie Kirk. What was Charlie Kirk coming there to do? And the reporter said, blacks. You know what? I love my people with all my heart. And nothing is going to change that. Your life does matter. Let's get into this video.
Believe me, if Donald Trump is president again, at some point or another, that ugliness will touch all of our lives. And it will not matter what you look like, how you worship, who you love, or how you vote. If you don't make 6 or 8 or 12 figures, if you're not famous, if you criticize or disagree with him in any way, if he doesn't view you as his equal or relevant to his ambitions, I promise you, he will not think about you when he gets into the Oval Office.
Hey everybody, live from Black Lives Matter Plaza. Well, it's not called that anymore. And it is the end of this mass race hysteria happening in our country. The crews are out here removing this 2-block long mural of Black Lives Matter Plaza.
The only question I'm asking myself right now is, what is the purpose of that? What is the point of doing that? What are they trying to accomplish by doing that? What is the reason why they're trying to do that? These people are doing everything they can to get black people outside. This is pure provocation. Every single thing in that video is a provocation. The music is a provocation. His little smirk is a provocation. His hand gestures, provocation. His body language, provocation. These people are trying to get black people out there to protest. To all the black Republicans, how do people feel watching in real time that you're getting removed from the country? They are literally removing you from the country. They removed DEI. Now they're going after Black Lives Matter. All I'm going to say is that these things are going to become more and more common. And I know for a fact that these people are working to pardon Derek Chauvin. This is the first step that they're taking in their process of getting a pardon for Derek Chauvin. Mark my words.
Hey peeps, I know that we all know the rules of engagement by now, but I just want to put out a reminder. This is bait. This is bait.
I'll just spin for just a second, Les. You can see, remember the St. John's Church, the center of the riots and protests of the BLM in the summer of 2020? Obviously, this here is where they erected this Black Lives Matter plaza and painted on the street. But as you mentioned, it's not just being painted over, John. It's being torn up. Let me show you. We've just watched hours of a jackhammer tearing up some bollards that lined the street. They had lights on them. This is where the word matter was. The next block, lives, and the next block, black. So these crews are out here actually tearing up the bollards to begin tearing the entire street up. It says it's going to take them days to do this because of the amount of work, but they're ultimately going to return this entire 16th Street back to just a paved road. No, nothing painted in here. No Black Lives Matter.
They want us out in those streets real bad. And so they are doing stuff like this to invoke, to incite anger within us. They are playing with our emotions, and they want to use us to bring about martial law. Oh, the big, bad, scary black people, yeah, they're causing havoc. There's violence in the street. They are causing destruction. Let's implement martial law because that's what we've been trying to do all along. Traumatize us, beat and batter us, murder us, and then use us to implement martial law. Don't allow them to do that. Don't allow them to use your emotions to hurt you. Don't allow them to do that. Don't allow them to play with your emotions. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be feeling angry. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be feeling frustrated or disappointed or hurt. Feel all of the feelings. I just want you to understand what it is that they are trying to do. Don't allow them to use your emotions to hurt you. Please stay home. Don't let them use you. Learn how to bake bread. Cook that one pot pasta meal that everybody is talking about from the Duchess, Megan of Sussex series over on Netflix. Everybody's talking about how good that one pot pasta meal. I've seen the lemon raspberry cake that she showcased. People are baking that. Yeah. Get on the treadmill. Read a book. Like I said, take a nap. One of my favorite pastimes. Here's what the mayor put out. Mayor Bowser, Muriel Bowser. She says, we have long considered Black Lives Matter Plaza evolution, and the plaza will be part of DC's America 250 mural project, where we will invite students and artists to create new murals across all 8 wards. The mural inspired millions of people and helped our city through a very painful period, but now we can't afford to be distracted by meaningless congressional interference. The devastating impacts of the federal job cuts must be our #1 concern. Our focus is on economic growth, public safety, and supporting our residents affected by these cuts. Don't let them use you. Them removing Black Lives Matter from the roadways shouldn't change your outlook on Black Lives Mattering, because over here, Black lives will always matter.
So, most of y'all have seen or heard that they're removing the Black Lives Matter mural in Washington. They're removing it, and now they're going to make it Liberty Plaza. This just goes to show, in my opinion, it's just a call to try to get black people to protest, but what they fail to realize is we're not doing it. It's bait, and we're not doing it. But also what they don't realize is removing that Black Lives Matter mural does not change anything. We will continue to fight for change because Black Lives Matter, and they always will. No matter what these people do, they cannot erase Black history. It will never go anywhere. And that very White House, where those executive orders are signed, was built by Black people. Again, history will not be erased. So we're going to continue on our day, and we will continue to fight for change. And just because they're removing the mural, Black people don't get upset. It's just to get us out in these streets, and we're not. And we're going to continue to mind our business like we always do. I never understand why Black people are the most hated when all we do is mind our business. That's all that we do. So why is it that we're the most hated? I will never understand that. But yet, Again, we're going to carry on with our day like we always do. And just because they're removing that mural, it does not change anything.
You can destroy a street that has Black Lives Matter on it, and it means absolutely nothing because Black lives matter. That's what DC is doing right now. That street that used to say Black Lives Matter, that hollow ass fucking victory, as you call it, they're tearing it up right now. Pretty sure there's going to be a big ass eagle painted on that thing for Freedom MAGA, whatever the fuck. We see you, America, and we will never, ever forget. We see you. We're looking dead at you. We're looking dead at you. We see you. And we will never, ever forget. And do you know why? Because the cowardice of the American populace, it speaks louder than any words you can possibly use. We see you. We see you. You think we're going to forget? No. No. The time for us to ever sit down and have those conversations is over. It's done. We see you. You think giving us a street was enough? We saw that bullshit when you did it. No meaningful legislation like the George Floyd Fairness and Policing Act. No information whatsoever about that. No, it passed the House and has been sitting in the Senate ever since. It's going on 6 years now. No protections for Black people to vote, like the John Lewis Voting Rights Act. Passed the House, sat in the Senate, did nothing. We see when Democratic consultants say we should stop leaning so hard on identity politics, as if somehow I can turn this off to go vote. We see you. We see the pundits. We see them capitulating to what is blatantly racism. We can see it. We're looking dead at it. America's problem with racism has now reared its head once again and has been elected president twice. The experiment that is America, you will never get a total full support from people that look like me ever again. Ever again. Your institutions, we never trusted. Understand that. All of y'all keep talking about Democratic plantations. Black folks know. Black folks has always known. Neither major political party give a fuck about us. We give them our support when we fucking feel like it. Not full-throated. No. No. We have watched as when we brought up our feelings, when we brought up our concerns, you paraded out Oprah and Bill Cosby and fucking Jay-Z to try to tell us what the fuck we were looking at wasn't real. That it was a fantasy in our heads. That racism was over when Obama was elected. And we kept telling y'all, that's not how that works. That's not how any of that works. The racism is in the bones of this bitch. We told you to address it, and you never did. So now you're just going to tear up the street that y'all gave us ceremonially to say that Black Lives Matter, as if that somehow ends the motherfucking conversation. It doesn't. It doesn't. We watched y'all. We watched the disrespect year after year after year, decade after decade after decade. We are watching now as how easy it is for you to erase our footprint in history of this country. We see replacing the head, the head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, a 4-star Air Force general, with a 3-star white guy who's been retired. But we're supposed to keep playing in. We're supposed to be buying in. We've watched as our politicians have let us down again. We have watched as our politicians have pretended like what we were talking about was fiction, fantasy, all in our heads. We sat and we watched you. We watched you. We watched as you did nothing. We watched as allies hid their fucking hands and gently pushed back like they're that fucking Homer Simpson meme where he tries to blend into the trees. We don't trust you anymore. We don't trust the system. Much like our allies outside of the United States, we no longer trust the system. It's blatantly obvious that y'all ain't gonna fix it. The fuck you asking us to give you a part of it for? I'm gonna use my voice for the next 4 years to advocate for change. But I'm telling you right now, the bar is in hell. And some of you will not even pass that. The bar is in hell. And some of y'all still won't even be able to meet that. I have no faith in you. I have no faith that America will ever get it right. I don't. I never really have, to be honest with you. But now it's blatant. Now it's blatant. This is why we're sitting out the next 4 years and watching this bitch burn. Because you're going to listen to us and you're going to learn. Whether you gave a fuck about Gaza or gave a fuck about fucking Greenville, the facts on the ground are this. America lives off of that selfishness. And they keep expecting people, particularly black folks, to buy in as you try to figure it the fuck out. It's like James Baldwin. It's like what James Baldwin said. How many more years do you want me to give you? You have my father's life, my grandfather's life, my great-grandfather's life. You have my mother's life, my grandmother's life, my great-grandmother's life. You had all of this time to fix it and you never did. Now you want me to give my life up for you to get your head out of your ass? What about my kids? What about my grandkids? You want my great-grandkids to wait as you fucking figure this shit out? No. No. Buck stops here. Buck stops here. If America is going to continue to be the selfish assholes that they always are, please do not ask people that look like me to buy in. We're done. We're fucking done. You can't bait us. We want to release Derek Chauvin. Go ahead. He ain't going nowhere but fucking Minnesota. Go ahead. We're not, we tore up Black Lives Matter street. Are you mad? No. We knew y'all didn't give a fuck about him in the first place. That's why y'all kept pointing at the organization and not the fucking sentiment that goes around with it. Do Black Lives Matter? Obviously they don't. So fuck you. We're going to sit on our hands and watch as this bitch burns. And maybe in 4 years you'll get it, but not really, because Gavin Newsom is your fucking presidential candidate from the Democratic side. J.D. Vance is going to be the presidential candidate from the Republicans. Y'all still ain't going to figure it out. So why the fuck should we be involved? Why? You never listened. You never listened. Your egos were too big. I hope TYT, I hope the Young Turks burns, and it burns slow, and I hope it hurts them more. I hope all media institutions burn, and I hope it hurts, and I hope it's slow. And while this is all going on, as America thimble fucks with its own dick trying to figure out what the fuck it is that they're going to do, as America figures out whether or not it wants to keep going backwards to honor these lazy-ass white men that have done absolutely nothing in the world, or they're going to go forward with a diverse fucking community and figure it out. As that's happening, don't ask us to be involved. We're sitting out. We're sitting around, drinking our coffee, drinking our liquor. Watch as you keep trying to throw dog whistles at us, and we keep throwing a foghorn saying, go fuck yourself. See, America's going to learn to get over itself, or it's going to burn down. It is. Either way, we will be here, silently watching. We're not going to try to interfere. Y'all didn't want us to interfere in the first place. Hopefully you'll figure it out. But if not,
So that clip, y'all, is footage of them ripping up the Black Lives Matter street mural near the White House. They're ripping it up and they're going to pave over the street as if it were never there. They really do think that we are easily manipulated and that we're stupid. We know what they're doing. We know that Black lives do matter, that our people have always contributed and continue to contribute to the United States of America. They can tear down all the monuments they want. They can ban all the books they want. They can take away federal holidays, but the truth remains. And we, the Black community, know the truth. And we're not going anywhere, and we shall not be moved. Now, don't get me wrong. Feel however you feel about this. But what I suggest, y'all, is that we use those feelings as motivation to commit acts that are going to benefit us, our families, our local community, and the collective community as a whole. For example, get some rest. Take that class that you've always wanted to take. Start or continue to work on that business. And let this encourage you and motivate you to support even more Black businesses. I'm a big bookworm, so I'm going to include authors in the main comment that's going to be pinned under this video so that you all can check out Black authors who are writing in science fiction and fantasy. Check them out, follow them, you all, and support their work. And then find other Black businesses, at least 2 or 3 more this week that you can support. All that they are doing is showing how pathetic, weak, and evil they truly are. And as my grandmother used to say, y'all, all they are also doing is heaping coals on their head. We shall not be moved. We are holding the line. So you all stay encouraged and be careful out here.
My people, I understand that they are going to completely erase the Black Lives Matter paint that is on the pavement up in DC. Don't move. Do not move and do not engage. Let them do everything that they're doing. It is no point in getting upset and outraged over it because you got bigger fish to fry. Drink you some water, get you some therapy, pick up your hobbies, go ahead and start storing up for this projected recession that is coming in the months, because these are things that we knew would be inevitable. So focus on that. Focus on that. Rest. Drink your water. Get your therapy. Start your hobbies. Work. Pray. Repeat. But do not engage. Do not allow yourself to be enraged. Do not become fazed by these small little things that are literally bait. There's no sense in getting mad about something that you knew was coming, especially if you have been alert in the past 6 weeks. It's okay. Let them do it.
They started the destruction of the Black Lives Matter mural on Black Lives Matter Plaza in DC today. And I say destruction instead of reconstruction because they are actually literally destroying the street in order to just repave it. Now, it took millions of dollars to actually design this mural, and they are saying that it's going to take hundreds and thousands of dollars to actually reconstruct it. But I just want to stress again that they are actually using our tax dollars to destroy this street just to reconstruct it and redesign it. when we are literally getting ready to go into a recession. I also hear that they are going to rename the plaza as well, and as of today, they have not actually confirmed that yet and confirmed the actual new name. Now, this mural is actually north of the White House, so I believe this is something that number 47 has to see every time that he flies into the White House. So, of course, he wants it gone. Is this helping our economy? Is this actually helping anyone save money? Do you know anyone that this is actually going to help? Let me know.
I wanted to comment on them ripping up the BLM street in DC. They're literally wasting government money to get rid of BLM over a street. Their ray-rayness is so bad that they would tank their own economy just to hurt. And then they think we're going to hit the streets. No, sir. We're going to do exactly what I'm doing right now. Nothing. Go ahead and do it. Rip up every single BLM sign, street, building, and waste all that money just to turn the entire world against you. No one thinks you're the good guys. Everyone knows you're Ray Ray. Everyone. Including your own constituent. A part of them are also Ray Ray. The other part are now waking up and realizing, oh my goodness, these guys are crazy. So keep doing it. We don't care, because eventually you'll be gone and we'll just put it back. Or we'll create new ones. You think by destroying a street, that's the end? No, sir. We're still here. And we still do matter. Black lives do matter. And for all lives to matter, Black lives need to matter. And destroying a street won't change that. So have fun. Stay hopeful. Trust your gut. And always know you're not crazy.
The thing is, you don't have to incite out anger. Some of us have never stopped being angry. Never. We wake up with this quiet resolve that America hates us, that a lot of the world hates us. We wake up already angry. So you taking away Black Lives Matter Plaza, you doing your little tit for tat DEI shit. It's just, it's really funny at this point. The fact that you think that you have to rile us up as if we're not already mad. Go figure.
No, no. As Destiny Child would put it, no, 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 no. Again, that's bait. That is bait. We are not falling for it. It's not time. It is not time. We are staying home. We are staying hydrated. We are staying prayed up. And we are minding our own damn business. Black folks, it's not our time. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That's bait.
So now y'all ripping up the street? Y'all ripping up the whole street. What's that supposed to do? At this point, it feels like an obsession. Like do they really want to see Black people get emotional? And it's like y'all are doing extra work to try and get a reaction out of us than you are focusing on the problems in this country. Think about it. They got those people ripping up the whole damn street. You know what I mean? Y'all can't paint over it? Like it's a street. How much do you really think we are worth if you think ripping up letters off the street is going to be enough to piss off our community. You see, what's going on is if they really want to upset black people, they're going to have to do something that is very, very egregious. Something that would, without a doubt, make them the aggressor. Something that would, without a doubt, make them the culprit, make them the bad guy. That's what they keep ignoring about 2020, right? We watched someone lose their life on camera. Seeing that is what sparked the outrage. The stuff you guys are doing now is performative, all right? Like, it doesn't mean anything. We know that you don't want to risk the negative PR from doing something very, very out of the ordinary to get our attention and cause us to protest in the streets. But again, we will not be the scapegoat. You will not be blaming us for any of the issues that you cause. We are going to sit back and watch this administration and this party run the country. Y'all got it, okay? Whatever you trying to get done, it's on y'all.
So that's a video of them shutting down Black Lives Matter Plaza in Washington, D.C. You can do whatever you want. It is not going to work.
This is all I got from this video, and I am going to say this. I shall not be moved, and you shall not be moved, right? I want you all to remain calm, as you have always been. I want you all to know that there is nothing on the street to go look for outside. Like everyone, they already said what I got in mind. What do you like more? If you want to rant, come to my comment section and rant as much as you want. If you don't have anybody to rant for in the house, come to my comment section and do it. We will not judge you, right? Now I am going to say this to my people. You all know how important you are to me, and you all know also how important your life matters, right? Absolutely, it does matter. That is just a plaza, or that is just something that was erected, right? And it's been, just say it like it's been taken down, right? And it shouldn't bother you. There is no need for it to bother you. You might get angry, it's okay to be angry. You might be, it is okay to be sad. You might ask yourself, what have you done? It is okay to ask all those questions, because there are questions human beings ask. It's only a human being that can ask all those questions. But then after asking all that questions, you know what? Fix you a coffee or a cold tea or an ice cream, sit down, get your popcorn and eat it as much as you want. Say with me, nobody can beat me. When I say nobody can beat, nobody can beat you. That should be your motto. Because you know how, this is how many weeks this man became the president. You know how many times they have tried to make sure that they see you people on the street, right? Because you all know what happens when they see people that look like me on the street. It doesn't go away. And for Charlie Kirk to also man his camera to say whatever he says, she also tell you that they are up to no good. Have they ever been up to any good when it comes to people that look like me? Of course, no. But that is not our problem. We don't care. What matters to you is that you matter and people around you matter. You know, how did they say I remember, but I am not a church person, but I want to use this as an example. I know back in the in Old Testament, they said back then, the pastor or something tells people what is wrong and what is bad, what is wrong and what is good. But in the New Testament, it says it is written in your heart, right? So that you matter is written in your heart, and nobody will be able to change that. Just let this be your solace, right? Stay back home wherever you are. Go to work. Come if you work from home, do your work. do exercise. We have been talking about starting a garden. This will also be a good time to start that garden, right? Man, I am not going to lie to you. You see me smiling? I'm moody. I am not moody because I don't want it to be moody. It hurts that you wake up every day to people looking for a way to get you or to make you speak, right? And then when you speak, it becomes a problem because nobody is seeing the one they are doing. It is your reaction that they will see, but they ain't getting that reaction from my people. It's bothering them. It's worrisome that they've been trying to get you to act and you are not acting and you are living like you are not on this planet. Why? Because you told them to do the right thing and they did not do the right thing. Now you are the bad person, not them that did the wrong thing. That is just how people react. Let me tell you something. Removing Black Lives Matters does not change anything for you. Continue to live you. Continue to do you. And the best we can do as community is to empower ourselves. Whatever they remove today, tomorrow might be fixed back. I just want you to have this in mind. They are scared. Why are they scared? And running up and down. They haven't really seen anything. This is how their conscience is going to prick them for as long as. Because tell me how you all wake up and all you all want to do is look for a way to get Black people out on the road. Black people ain't coming. Even if you like, destroy the buildings around in the capital, they want Black people will still not come out. Let them get that into their skull. I love you all, my Black people. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.